You got 5 random books and you pull them off the shelf and it's 5 random books. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do 5 random books today because it's been, I think, literally a year since I did this kind of video, and I enjoy doing it. It just takes a lot of time. So, let's just roll right into it, okay? Also, one of them's not a book. Spoiler, you probably already saw. So, first up, we've got this little tote book, a Tuffy tote book, Dinosaurs by Tony Tallarico, who honestly sounds like he should be on, like, The Sopranos or something, because it's like, hey, it's Tony Tallarico, hey,
give me some calzones,
give me
Mr.
Tony
Molly.
Tallarico,
All right,
right, okay, get back, get some coffees. I've done that too much, okay. So on the front here, we've got Tyrannosaurus. He just looks happy to be here, even though behind him the world is about to get a little bit hotter, thanks to that the volcano there. And there's a couple little holes in the book. I see you! Sauropods were the largest animals that ever walked on Earth. Wow. I guess walking on Earth is true, probably. I know that there are some, like, whales, I believe, that are probably the biggest creatures on the planet to this day. Yeah, walking on Earth. I ain't never seen no whale walking up on the Earth. Thank God. What a hellish landscape we would inhabit if whales could just walk to the grocery store. Dinosaurs hatched from eggs. Sauropods ate only plants. Okay, well those things... I realize now those things aren't really related. This is kind of just a little snippet here, a snippet there of dinosaurs. But, yeah, dinosaurs, I'm assuming, probably did hatch from eggs, I think, for the most part. Just like human babies. Go and check out my other video about the egg book if you want to see that. Wow, that worked out. That was seamless. And, well, he just looks really happy to be eating that plant there. His eyes are kind of tripping me out. I mean, honestly, all of these dinosaurs are kind of tripping me out a little bit, and I wonder what's in those plants. I mean, like, what kind of plants are we talking about here? I mean, because, I've eaten some plants, and they make me feel kind of loopy sometimes. Oh boy, now we're talking. Megalosaurus was the very first dinosaur to be named in 1824. What would you have named it? Oh boy.
In your tongue I am Blackmaw, destroyer of all that is good!
Harold. Hey, Harold. Other prehistoric animals lived at the time of dinosaurs. And there's a crocodile, a lizard, and a pterosaur. I recognize 2 of those things from my own personal life. But pterosaur, I don't know. It looks like a very friendly face. Very pointy. It's a very pointy creature. They should have called it the pointerosaur. You know what I'm saying? This is why they don't let me name dinosaurs anymore. It's their loss, really. And on the back we have Iguanodon, who I believe is most famous for being in that charming Disney film Dinosaur, which honestly, I remember getting the McDonald's toys when I was a kid, but that's it. I do not remember the movie at all. Actually, no, I remember one thing. It had the little, like, lemur creatures in it, and they are like the stuff of fever dreams. Next up is Jokesmith's Jubilee. If you can tell right by the name, this is a pretty old book, published 1962. This copy's from 1965. Board of Education. First grader, breathlessly. I learned to say yes, sir, and no, sir, in school today. Father. You did? First grader. Yeah. Cause he didn't say yes, sir? He said yeah? Okay. Alright, we'll give him another one. Father, berating his son for low grades. How come your friend John doesn't get C's and D's? Son. He's different. He has smart parents. Okay, you know what? I don't need that sass, okay? I don't have any children. I don't plan on having any children. I don't need sass from this ethereal son. Here we have a fisherman angrily cutting the line of his rod there, and lo and behold, what hath the rod land on? The line is stuck to a treasure chest. And I guess that's a, you don't know what you got ever. Maybe I'm not giving this book a very good shake, but I kind of want to move on. But we'll give it one more go here. Earl, let's eat up the block. Pearl, no, I don't like concrete. Okay, moving on. Alright, next we got something that's not really a book. It's this Goosebumps Collectibles toy here from Night of the Living Dummy. So these are apparently kind of rare to find, so I feel very lucky to have stumbled across this in my travels. But yeah, we've got a nice face staring at us there. Imagine that standing at the end of your bed. And it says, open for a real scream. So let's go ahead and, yeah, open it, and there's our boy. And there's actually literally a cobweb up in the corner there. I'm leaving that for effect. Slappy the dummy. Everyone thinks he's just a slab of wood, but this ventriloquist's dummy is a real-life nightmare. Slappy likes to do his own talking, and what comes out of his mouth is really nasty. Okay. This dummy is no dummy. He's a monster, and there he is, charging right at you. Here he is. Right there, we've got Slappy the dummy. And I'll try to bring the camera in a bit so that you can see him. You hit this little button here and he makes a screaming noise. And on the back we've got some of the other ones you can find. We've got Mummy, the Horror, Cuddles the Hamster. I wouldn't mind having Cuddles the Hamster. The Mud Monster, yep, and Slappy. And yeah, I think this thing's really cool, and I feel very fortunate to have it. It goes up with my Goosebumps collection, so yeah, if I find more of these in the future, I'm gonna show them to you. So this next book I'm really excited to look through. It's the Halloween Holiday Grab Bag. It features stories, crafts, recipes, games, and more. More? Like occult rituals or how to do a blood tithe? Whoa! It's October 31! Halloween is here, and the spirit of magic has come alive. Witches, vampires, black cats, and monsters roam the streets. Ghost stories make us smile with delight, or shudder with fear. One or the other. There's no in between. And over there, I think that person might actually be shuddering with fear. Also, why is the witch just wearing, like Converse shoes there? That's a little strange. I mean, I can't say I blame her. I mean, like, if you're going to be flying around, you might as well be comfortable. And she's probably got some, like, support in there for when she lands. It's hard on the feet, you know? It's got to be hard on the legs when a witch lands. So, you know what? Right on. And stripy socks to go with it? Hey, living her best life. Okay, so, carving a jack-o'-lantern. So you gotta get a pumpkin. It can be big, little, fat, skinny, round, or bumpy. Yeah, it can be a pumpkin, basically. So you cut the top, you pull out all the seeds, you save those seeds, because you can cook those seeds, and maybe you put like some seasoning on there or something, a little crunch in them. They're very tasty. Don't just throw them out, or, you know, compost them. This has been your We Read Books environmental message for the day. Draw a face on the pumpkin and, you know, cut it out, basically. I don't really like to draw on my pumpkin. I like to just shove the knife in there and just, you know, just keep stabbing it a bit and, you know, get some aggression out, and then I make a beautiful pumpkin at the end. It's very nice. It's a very therapeutic thing for me. Oh, hey, check it out. Next page is about how to make pumpkin seed treats. So they're right on top of it. They were ahead of me already, so. Because that last joke book was pretty much a letdown all around. We've got some Halloween ha-has here, so. Why should a skeleton drink 10 glasses of milk a day? I'm gonna look, because I have no clue. Oh, it's good for the bones. That's actually not necessarily true. Thanks to modern science, I believe that drinking a lot of calcium causes the body to underproduce calcium, so, okay. -1 point for the books, giving us bad health information. What did the little ghost have in his rock collection? Tombstones. Okay, alright. Tombstones? That's kind of a good joke. Alright, you know what? Put a point on the board. Put a point on the board. Here's all the points. Here's the board. This book gets an extra point. Oh, okay. How to tell if a house is haunted. Checklist. Okay. So we've got banging shutters. Okay. Bats, a black cat on the porch. Well, I kind of resent that because I have a black cat, and he's fantastic and a very loving cat, so Nah, I don't buy that one. But, I don't have a porch, so maybe that's the qualifier. Cemetery in the backyard. Okay, now that one I can see. Cobwebs, coffin in the living room. That's kind of ironic. I don't know if that makes it haunted. Mice. Now, mice, I don't think so. That's kind of just a general house problem if you have mice. Now, if they're mice ghosts, okay, then now we're talking. Scream from basement. That's terrifying. And, yeah, if you're hearing screams in the basement and you don't have anybody locked in your basement, then, yeah, probably haunted. And our last thing we're looking at today is this Famous Faces book from 1995. Now, full disclosure, not entirely random. I've already done a TikTok on this video because I'm hip. I'm hip with the kids. I'm on TikTok. Check it out.
Story time. This Famous Faces from 1995. Also known as the book where everyone looks like Hitler. Starting out, we got some British love with Princess Di. Nope, okay, it's Hitler. They even got Clint Eastwood. Nope, that's also Hitler. Okay. Hey, look, it's Marilyn Monroe. It's Hitler. Shout out to my man Charlie Chaplin for making this book the Hitler book. I love you.
Have you ever dreamed of mixing with the stars? Now you can create more than 2,500 new celebrities by mixing and matching fragments of the 12 famous faces that make up this endlessly entertaining book. So, yeah, this is basically a who's who book of celebrities from 1995. And, well, let's just see what we can do with it, okay? And, yeah, as you can tell, this is pretty, I would say true to life. The faces are blown up. But, yeah, it's a big old book. So on the front here, we've got, I think that's Groucho Marx, the comedian there. And on the right-hand side, we've got Charlie Chaplin. Now, oh boy, if we flip this over, there's that Hitler stash. If we flip this over, now Groucho Marx is sporting a very nice, Gomez Adams-style mustache and just looking very chipper about himself. And now Charlie Chaplin, I believe, has, I think, Marilyn Monroe's mouth there with cherries for some reason. It's a weird book, honestly. Charlie's looking like he had a rough night out. And he's got a snake and a bullet going through his hat there. Poor Charlie. Looks like he took the cherry out of his mouth, and now it's down there at the bottom, where he's got on a nice cherry-themed shirt, I guess. And there's money, getting that money in the background. All right, Hollywood. Okay, we know what this is. If I can succeed in anything with this book, I hope it is that I will give you nightmares. We're going to have this very strange pirate man who's also very patriotic and loves to be surrounded by birds. He also could use some moisturizer here on the sides. He's got at least 6 sets of wrinkles there, so I don't know, say a prayer for him. And on the right, I believe we have Clint Eastwood face here with, I don't even know. I'm not very British enough to know. I think, based on what I remember from this book, I think that's Princess Diana's head there, and maybe the Queen's mouth, and I don't know who's got the sword and armor. I don't know, maybe it's Prince Charles or whatever his name is. I'm American. Forgive me. Well, there you have it. That was 5 random books. Really 4 random books, but one of them wasn't a book, and one of them, this one, wasn't really random. But if you excuse me, I believe Marilyn and Hitler and I are going to go catch up a little bit. So I'll see you around. Toodaloo. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for us today, friends. Thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you like this sort of thing, feel free to drop a like or subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. As always, you can check us out at wereedbooks.com or follow us on the Instagram, Twitters, or the TikToks at wereedbooks. And, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, friends, and I do hope that you will join me the next time we read something together. Ta-ta.